I'm talking about the Gene Keys and human design. Basically, I'm covering the gate that is transiting right now, which is gate 47. Gate 47 connects to oppression and transfiguration and transmutation. So I think I'm not even gonna mention the person's name because I know that it's such a popular topic in the collective right now. I think what we saw with that situation was someone living out their karma. And sometimes living out your karma isn't all the idea that like, oh, you're living out being a good person. Jesus lived out being a good person, which is why he's spoken about to this day the way he is. But living out your karma can look different for everybody. It's just what you're meant to do. I think sometimes when we see people who are polarizing get a lot of attention when they pass, it just simply means that they lived out their karma. And it's up to the collective to decide if that's something we want to continue talking about and perpetuating, or if we want to let certain things die. And I think in this situation, sometimes you need to let certain energies die with the person. Sometimes people are battling things, and when we give it attention and light, we keep that karma perpetuating in the collective. But when we just allow things to pass, we can move forward. We transmute the energy and we move forward. And I think what is happening in the collective now is a lot of people are transmuting the energy of what they have just witnessed through speaking about it. Speaking about it is a really good way to transmute energy, except sometimes speaking can be, if you're not aware of your tongue, you can create more karma. I'll put it like that. So let's go into gate 47. Oh, before I do that, I do want to connect transfiguration to that too. So with transfiguration, I think when you see people who have moved abroad and they are choosing to live a life abroad and they chose to take a hold of their fate, that to me is transfiguration. They're saying, because of this oppression, I have to show up this way. No matter how much I try to transmute it, it's not working. I'm a Black American who spent a lot of my life doing my best to transmute the karma of the Black experience in the United States. And what it has shown me is that you only can really leave it by moving away from it. And I'm not in the situation right now because of some recent life circumstances that I can do that, unfortunately. But if you are someone who is watching this and you want to tap into the city frequency of gate 47, consider turning this oppression into a way that you can transfigure yourself. How can you become a new form? Sometimes it's releasing your fear of moving out the country, of creating a different life, your fear of being in a new environment, your fear of learning a new language. Those fears are actually coming from a karmic place, because when you grew up, or if you are someone who is tribal or comes from a tribal upbringing, it's important to be able to push past those fears so that you can then really become a new person and transmute your karma. All right, so yes, before I hop into the Gene Keys, I'm gonna reiterate that one more time because I know this is very deep information. But what I'm saying is, you can only transmute so much in an environment of oppression. To transfigure is to become anew. It's literally to surrender to life and to die into the experience of what it is. Jesus, in his position, the way he was able to transfigure or become Christ was through his death. And he had to die because he wasn't able to change the government around him. The Roman government, they were the ones who captured him, threw him in jail, and you know who else. So with that, consider becoming anew, releasing your fears, surrendering to the reality of the situation, and opening yourself up to the options that you can change your reality, you can change your fate by making a different decision. All right, enough of that. So 47 Gene Key, transmuting the past. The programming partner